Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Where is everyone watching from? It's a beautiful day in New York City today. Clear skies. I got some sunlight in my eyes this morning. El Salvador, Russia, Sweden, Portugal, Mississippi, Morocco, Greece, London, South Africa, Stockholm, Sweden, Indonesia, Oregon, Fort Lauderdale, I was just there, Uzbekistan, Nepal, Moscow, Egypt, Vermont, Germany, Guten Morgen, Ukraine, Hrvatska, Dobre jutro, Ukraine, Curacao, Kenya, Bakersfield, California. I know someone from there, actually. Phoenix, Spain, Myanmar, Algeria, Sri Lanka, Hong Kong. Wow. Michigan. I've been to Detroit, actually. I went to Detroit in August. I went to Detroit in April 2018. Or was it? No, April 2019. And it was snowing. It snowed. Crazy. And it snowed on my 20th birthday in New York, I remember. I'm born in April, so that was crazy too. So, what happened on Friday, right? We caught some of the sell-off. I own this, ginormous BPR, essentially, right? We didn't completely fill up the election gap for NQ. Doesn't really need to, though. Okay, we don't really have any high-impact news today. So I am kind of thinking about when ICT said, oh, on Mondays, you want to find your trade before 10:30. It's in my head right now. So I'll put a mark out at 10:30, actually. Right, so what really happened? Friday, huge sell-off. We caught some of it, which was great. Then it just continued, right? And I talked about that on Friday, saying, be careful, don't catch a falling knife, meaning don't try to time the bottom. And I said I would only, when we're in a daily level, I only look for 5-minute market structure shifts to get long. And literally there was no 5-minute market structure shift until here. And look, here you could have gotten some profit if you got in on the correct, a retracement, right? But even then it wasn't that great, but it still went for some buy side there. Now today it's a new week. So I'm kind of neutral. What did you guys vote for? Bullish mostly? Bullish. Interesting. Ooh, let me get my water. Perfect. Yeah, we are releasing the interview with Kane later, premiering at 11:30. We'll send the link here after the stream. We'll go watch it, the premiere. Really cool. And even later, we'll also release I know everyone's always asking me, how is Florida? I did vlog it, so there's some clips there. Pretty cool. You see, even Dodgy got jealous of the interview. Anyone see his tweet? He's crazy. Yennefer goes, who else fading Tanya today? All right, good luck, Yennefer. I'll check in with you at the end of the stream. Yeah, it's kind of funny, honestly. I actually don't even care what he tweets because it's just once you're in the space for so long, right? as a woman, especially, it's just like the last person I took a picture with or anything is I'm clearly dating them, you know? So I'm dating like 4 different guys right now, you guys. I'm dating like T-Trades, I'm dating Kane, I'm dating Dodgy, and whoever else you want to put in that picture next. Check in with the money gun is funny. Yo, I have to get new like fake money. I think that's the issue, is that it got a little folded, maybe. I'm just gonna go to the bank, get some new, more $100 bills. You can't even withdraw that much, though. That's the issue. Like, the people that think it's real money, you can't, like, withdraw that much cash from the bank without having, and even if you withdraw less than 10,000, they make you fill out some, like, they ask you too many questions. What are you doing with this money? I don't know. I earned it, bro. You definitely are already, like, a cashless society if you think about it in that way. Like, anyway. Boris Zivkovich just put in real money and it won't get stuck. It probably would. It's like, it's more folded. Ever try to like put in money like a Snapple machine when you were a kid? Before Obama got rid of all the Snapple machines. Right? And then they replaced it with flavored water. Man. That was just like a memory. Thanks, Obama. And they replaced it with this. Okay, here's the open, by the way. So ES, we just dipped into that. Didn't even reach halfway. NQ's almost completely filled the election gap. And we also have a gap up on NQ, which is interesting to me. Let's put on those indicators on ES as well. This was 815, this little V shape. Let's see if what we do here. We're going to fill half of this gap and then start surging higher. That could be a possibility. Or if we just continue selling, then perhaps we hit this level. I'm going to just wait. I guess ES didn't even have a gap. That's why it's not showing up. Yeah. Right? Yeah. ES didn't even have any sort of gap up or down. Okay, that was confusing me for a moment, but okay. Like just down. Oh, we're up 0.18. We're pretty much flat on the day so far for NASDAQ and ES. But we had a huge move down on Friday. So it just makes me think about, are we going to have another move down third day? I feel like today's more likely to be a small body candle day. But I'm remembering also, if I find something, I'll probably want to find it before 10:30. Okay. Someone said they went short into the FEG and just filled and exit their trade for the day from ES. Okay. Interesting. I don't know which FEG we went short into, probably this one. It's best to stay on the 15. If I'm neutral, I like to stay on the 15 at first. And like the stat map also. On the 4 hour and the 15. Okay. Like there was no hourly shift of structure or anything. The biggest thing you probably had was like the 15, the 5 minute there, and then we did retrace into a Sibi. But I don't think we retrace into 50% of this whole move down, right? No. This is funny. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty neutral, honestly. We didn't take any buy side or sell side yet, really. Do we have an SMT with ES here though? That could have been it. Yeah, you have like a 15-minute SMT there. Right? So it could potentially be lower prices if it wants to continue to unravel here. We don't have a first presented fair value gap yet on the day. No. Okay. This is a 4-hour opening candle. About to end in 20 minutes. The open is there. I think it's probably more likely than not that it actually goes for that sell side again. I don't know. I'll have to see what it gives us. Did complete half of the gap up. The first presented FEG is not there on the 1 minute yet. This is 9:30. So nothing like that yet. I'll have an alert if ES takes out this like pre-market low. And I think it's like kind of 50-50. Like to see like more bearishness for me to enter more shorts. So even just like another bearish fair value gap, or like a displacement below that maybe, and then a reaccumulation. Also, I'm remembering like I might find something earlier in the session today. What's up with this? Okay, Tesla's up 6%. Nvidia's down 3%. Okay, everything else is kind of flat. Wow, really? Tesla's up. It's interesting. Had a gap up. Did it have delivery numbers, I believe? That would happen. This is the gray box is the gap up that we had. It's an indicator I have from 2 degrees. So it's just the opening range gap. So I don't have to measure it anymore. So we filled half of it. I said it was 50-50. So I'm not doing anything. We could potentially show bullishness here. So we filled half the gap. And I mean, we do have, that is a BPR on the 15. It's V-shaped recovery BPR. And this is like also a bullish PD array we didn't really violate here on this pullback here. So this could be potentially an intermediate term low forming. This would be the short term low. Potentially, so we'll see. But then the other side of the equation is like, oh, this SMT, like 15-minute SMT of ES, the highs. And, still have more. This could be potential liquidity. Still, the election gap hasn't been completely filled. ES hasn't even filled it halfway, but you don't even have to. So that's why I'm like, I'm kind of neutral right now. Neutral. I have to see what happens here right now. Essentially, we're going to have some strong candles in the push up here, or nah. So I can like, kind of want to mark out this leg down. We'll see what happens here. We're going to displace higher, then we might get a reversal. It's the 4-hour open. It's over here. And then the daily. Like, I do think today's daily candle is going to be a smaller candle, so I have to think about that. Yeah, we're getting displacements there in the 1 minute. So we're probably going to get the first presented fair value gap here. Nope, didn't. No FEG then. Or is there going to be a tiny one? Tiny one. For now. So that was 24 seconds. Nope, it's not. You guys, what's the name of the first Star Wars movie? No, the fourth one, but it's like the first one. It's Anakin. Got that wrong at trivia. A New Hope? Really? Are you serious? I feel like that one is the one I know. I don't think that's it. Episode 1 is The Phantom Menace. Yeah. So like the fourth movie, but it's like episode 1, because it came out 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't have gotten Phantom Menace. No. But that was a good trivia category. It was like, the round was called like the fourth. You had to name a bunch of things, like the fourth Harry Potter book, which is easy. Well, other people on my team didn't know that, but I watched Harry Potter and like Star Wars with my dad and my brother, and also they asked for the fourth Fast and Furious movie. Do you know that the name of the fourth Fast and Furious movie is just Fast and Furious? Like, I was like, I literally just wrote Fast and Furious 4 because I was just like, the only ones I really know is like Tokyo Drift, and then there was another one that was like kind of funny, number 5 maybe. Yeah, range GPA, no clear direction. There's no first presented fair value gap on the day, so I'm not really doing much here at the moment. Let's see in the 15-minute. Yeah, this is 50-50 for me at the moment. Is this a fair value gap? Yeah, it's a tiny one. Yeah, this is the first one of the day. Let's see if it inverts it. Here you go. I don't really like it because it's tiny. Does size matter for fair value gaps, you guys? Vote yes or no. Someone said it matters for everything. It's the Monday of no news. Rangy. I mean, I don't really see this as particularly bearish, but I don't see it as bullish either. This could be the intermediate term low. But that being said, we could make a lower low before that, you know. We could potentially fill this opening range gap. It is respecting that first FEG of the day. Look, we could not invert that. I was saying, like, look if we can invert it. It is a tiny one. I'm still going to mark it out because there was no other ones. But this is the first fair value gap of the day. What's that? How big is it? Low 49.5. High. It's literally a 1 point FEG. So see if that is respected, and then we go to a new low day of the session. Could be just choppy on the way there, but it's potentially possible. Where's ES at? ES is holding up better. It's a little interesting. ES's first FEG of the day is here, and then it inverted it, so you have like a BPR there. Interesting. So maybe NQ makes a new low and ES doesn't. Here we are back below 50% of this opening range gap, so we'll see if NQ hits this new low of day there. Yep, there it is. Alright, cool. It was like a 15-point scalp. Cool. Now what? You know, I'll extend this out. Honestly, I do think that this might be get used later. Now we broke that an FEG actually. Bum, 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 bum. This would be like the measure move for the 4-hour distribution. Okay, interesting. ES completely blew through this first FEG here and inverted this essentially. So I would think that this probably holds up to go lower here for NQ. 950 macro. What would that look like? We are. You're definitely weaker. Even from like here. Not bad. I'm trying that short. Nice. New low there. Already up 12 points immediately. That's good. See his ES going lower too. Need ES to break this new low of day soon. I think it could. See us fill that whole gap down. It didn't close there, which is annoying. Close below it. But it's alright. I just want to take it off at this pre-market low. So cool. I'm definitely gonna watch ES here. Need ES. Okay, it is going lower. Alright, that's fine. Mm-mm-mm-mm. 3 minutes left in this. I want it to close below the previous low. It should. If it doesn't, then I'll probably just get out, because yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna give it this 15-minute candle time. I want us to invert this now in this candle on the 5. Go 2 minutes. So far is decent because I'm up 8 points right away in this trade, but not loving that ES is not making a new low of the session. Not loving if we come back up into here. See here if it rejects this little... I wouldn't even call this really an order block. Didn't really take any liquidity to displace below it for FEG, so not really considering that an order block at the moment where it has to reject this or anything. So it can come back up in here. It'd just be unfortunate if it did. I would want it to just distribute quickly. I haven't traded on Monday for a while. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, it was going so slow today. Yes, still didn't hit new low of the session. Let's fill this gap up at least, you know, if I get the gap up, I'll probably take a couple off the table. I don't know, we'll see. ES still hasn't made a new low day there. That's wild. It's teasing. This like lack of close below would be really annoying. See the next 30 seconds what happens. Because this, I would like it to invert this in the next 30 seconds. So let's see, that means like I want it to close. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. We'll see. If it doesn't, then I'm just honestly gonna get out like 5 points because I don't really want to hold that. And ES still didn't even make a new low. I don't want to hold that then. No, I'm out of that trade. I'm out of that trade for like literally plus 5 points. I don't want to hold that. No, I'm good. I'll keep this open to watch what happens, but like I just don't like it. The way it's not closing below here. I wanted this 5 minute to invert. Now it's not. ES not making a new low of day. It's just, I don't want to hold it. Still, now it's like just 50-50 for me again, so. Now I'll take this, I want to take this off. Clean time. Okay. Like almost done filling that gap up, so. And we just, also we tapped at 8:30 open again, like we couldn't close below it, wicking it. Yeah, okay. I don't want to hold this garbage. I just know that, you know, if I was already up like 8 or 10 points in the first 2 minutes, and then 5 minutes later, I'm still, it didn't go anywhere, you know, and during the macro timing, I don't know, just don't want to stay in that trade, honestly. It's okay if it ends up going there. Then I'll just note for next time for Mondays, but I'm not used to trading Mondays. Or I'll just wait for this one. Yeah, ES still not even hitting this. Let me go back to, ES still not hitting new low sessions. So weird. And NQ still not like wicking. If there's one close, lack of close below here, lack of 2, 3, that's why I don't like it. Like 3 wicks. Sometimes then the lack of the close below, the wick and the return, then it starts like the market shift back higher. So I'm gonna wait. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up like inverting this to the upside later. Stopping people out. I'm taking this off too. I'll simply note it. This is not an order block. And the 5, we're still, yeah, it's ugly. No thanks. It's even a straight line. Did I draw that straight? Yeah. Alright, so I'm actually happy with my decision with, I'll see actually. But I'm pretty happy with it because look, it's still not making you low here. Yes. Pretty much on this candle, I wanted it to start distributing, right? When it didn't, got out basically at around here. Yeah, when the 5 minute closed, wouldn't close below the inversion. The potential inversion didn't make it. And it's reaching back up into here. It's not breaking any not breaking a swing high with a fair value gap, yet, but we'll see. If this ends up being like a bullish shift, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'll wait and see what happens. I think it's 50-50, so I don't do anything yet. Okay. Pretty happy because if I stayed in this trade, I would be really close or probably would get stopped here very soon. Let's see. Interesting. There's no FEG here. The only FEG is down here now, but it did break this high. So could come back into here. It's not really showing energy above it. We'll see. So ES's high is there. Short-term swing 1 minute high. That's an inversion there. The SMT, NQ sub new low day. This candle did invert this, but you have to also think about on the 3 minute. Now this is providing that inversion on the 3 if it is going to end up there, which is actually kind of decent. Let me see. So pretty good decision to get out of that short there based on just price action, time stops and stuff. Just lack of close. Just seen it too many times. I feel like that's pretty good for me. The growth there. And I said I wouldn't be surprised if there's a shift later. And looks like we are getting that shift now, essentially. Let's see. The 3 is closing way above this inversion. ES is very much lagging here, but it's getting there. Finally. It's ripping through this first presented FEG of the day. What was this before? This was a 3 minute. Cool. Wow, we're ripping higher. Yeah, the new 4-hour candle just opened. Let me see that. I want to see some potential. The 15 minute, right? Came back into that BPR. The opening of the 4-hour candle is now here. Interesting. The daily candle is at a small body candle still, yeah. Yeah, it's a tough range. It literally is ranging like this, right? So I'm really happy I got out of the short literally here. The shift just didn't give me any kind of entry, honestly. Just kept running, so unless you took like the 1 minute inversion, which congrats if you did, which is like down here. I personally want to just wait for like a 3-minute inversion, and now where it did invert that is just like so high up, and it broke a swing high already where it's like, okay, I don't have my entry. So that's okay. We already broke all the way up here, took out all those shorts. Kind of crazy. Kind of cool, honestly. The lack of closing and inverting this and on my time stop, right? And I said it could rip up and stop all the shorts on. Basically did. That was kind of cool. Now what? Now we broke this high. No more SMT with ES there. I honestly feel like this is a range bound day. Broke the high of day again. Okay. Or high resistance. Run higher. Yeah. So, yeah, I do think then let's mark out this. This is probably your intermediate term low. This should not get broken if it's bullish today. This pre-market low. This completely filled this, so I would say this is now also an intermediate term low. Yeah. Completely filled that imbalance. So, I mean, I would just wait for another low to form here, essentially. Like another retracement. Don't know how much it will retrace. We have a breaker here now. See how the 5 looks like. It didn't break a pre-market high though. Interesting. Did it make a new high? Did it make an equal high here? That's actually good for us then. Oh, it did, right? Yeah, it did. By like a point, it did break it. Okay. Lack of close above. I'm not really loving this action either, honestly. The lack of the close. There's 7 minutes left in this 15-minute candle, actually. We have SMT of ES here. So yeah, I do think that's an intermediate term low. Could get them all the way back up here for this 4-hour candle. That is true. You have midnight open up here. So I guess I'll see how this 15-minute closes or so. or I'll just wait for another retracement here to form, and then I feel like I'd probably take like another inversion or something. That would be ideal. Maybe it retraces deeply here, and then I like take some inversion play up back higher. I'll see. Or even just like a regular market structure shift higher. Fine with either. But right now this is too much in a premium for me to buy. I don't know how much it would retrace. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know where I would retrace. If this whole thing here is the breaker technically, so it could come all the way back down in here too. This is the discount of the leg, plus it didn't close above this, so it could retrace deeply. We'll see. Watch ES at the same time. See the 5 minute. Yeah, that's a huge, just like this inversion, just where it ended, right? Yeah, I can't be buying up there. Who got longs? Honestly, congrats if you did. Maybe like I helped some people. I know people were bullish actually, which is good. Congrats if you took the longs from this leg up. Is pretty for quite the nice hold. Easy peasy hold here when you enter. Don't have to worry. You see, like way different than here when I was in this little short. I cut it for, I made 5 points or whatever. Very happy with that management. Gotta be careful of watching ES at the same time when the structures are similar. Okay, barely any retracement there as NQ is making a new high there. This is 4-hour buy side up here. I think this is quite, yeah, this is potential, yeah, to get hit. Why? Because it's like a, why won't it let me do caps lock on this? Okay. Why? Because it's just a small short-term high in all these SIBIs, right? This is buy-side liquidity. And then we have that measured move for distribution higher. Just, it's a matter of fact if I'm going to find entry, essentially. It's tough because on this 4-hour, it's not like it wicked lower anyway. To get in position the lower in the wick. 26. I guess I'll just wait, see if it ends up giving what I said earlier with the deep retracement. Maybe. And the 15, yeah, lack of close above this is sketch. See, 1 minute left in this 15-minute candle. I'm wearing blue light glasses. Like, this blocks out all the blue light, so I see it is yellow, everything. Just honestly, I do feel that it helps my eyes. I'm less strained because I have 4 monitors. My eyesight does get like a tiny bit worse every year. All right, let's see this 1 minute. This candle is looking a little promising, a bit promising. Okay. I also closed above the opening range here. Okay. Hmm. The matter of fact of finding an entry is just the issue, you know? I know where it's going, but how is it going to get there? Yes, buy side here. That might be giving an entry, and this might not, you know. And the 15 did close above. The NQ here. Do you think, the question is, do you think there's a low resistance run higher? Took this high. Did it take this high? It's back in the SIBI on the 15. We could made an equal high there, actually, ES. Hmm. It's a little breaker here. I mean, that's a mitigation block. This is like not a safe short-term low, where this could be potential liquidity. It takes that out, give an inversion back up higher, or I'm gonna see what this is right here. ES. Nasdaq is ripping higher more. Apple is up 1.3%. Maybe it inverts this and shows more willingness to go higher on ES. Then I'd feel more comfortable longing that. Let's see. Right now, let's see, NQ. It is reaching higher, yeah. Try not to be like chasing price, you know. No inversion to the upside there. So I feel like this could definitely maybe we'll have like some kind of run here. Yeah. We'll see how this pull back now. Give me a deep retracement. NQ hanging out near the highs. We made a 5-minute FEG here. Yes, potentially gonna go for that low, make an SMT. I don't know. Let's see. That could be a potential SMT situation. And then maybe NQ gets bought up in the 5-minute FBG. Oof. Yeah, I think it's high resistance move higher. What do you guys think? Because lack of closes above 15-minute highs for ES at least. NQ, we did have a nice close above, but we're in a SIBI here, so we could be rejecting So I'm not really in a rush to be buying right now. We'll see. We'll have to see. Like it's just like no, there's no entry, there's no entry. See how this 1 minute closes on ES. Yeah, it could not close above. Here it's closing above it. 'll buy ES for a six sister approach there. See, when NQ hits buy side liquidity, just probably going to take like a partial. I'm in that. Let's see here. Let's see how it closes here. The buy side is at 515, 1575. Not what I wanted to do. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. See us hit midnight open on both. It's pretty nice. It broke this high with a fair value gap. It continue to unravel higher. Okay. See, as we're hitting buy side liquidity on NQ, I'll probably take a partial on ES. There it is, hitting buy side, so partial to ES. I'm just gonna wait until the rest for Six Sister approach to play out. See it hit midnight open, nice. Okay, I'll take one more off the table there because of that reaction to. Well, actually, I'm gonna wait until this candle closes. 20 seconds left. Nice buy side hit there. It did talk about just like the issue is knowing where it's going. The issue is just finding your position, and that's fine. Took ES. Okay. Took one more off the table there as we hit midnight open. And don't want to overstay my welcome here. There could be a potential SMT. Right, so most off the table and stop is at break even now. Cool. Okay. Stopped one tick before it. There we go. Tagged and tagged. That was nice. Not bad, right? And it was around 10:30 that we did that. We found the entry before 10:30, so that was good. Oh no, not bad. All in a day's work. W's. Who else caught longs today? Who got longs? Let's open up the chat. Who caught them longs? Nice. W's. Nice. 3,300 people. Thanks. Hit the like button. Appreciate you guys. Ooh. Nice. Someone long pre-market. Interesting. So that was cool. I mean, everything from reading price today was pretty clean for a Monday. You know, I guess the entry for NQ was really here for the reaccumulation, which is fine. I was pondering it. But at that point I was thinking maybe this could have been SMT or deep retracement. Sometimes I get caught up in those. So just waited for the inversion on ES, got in. That's okay. That's good. Everything from me calling out potential market structure shift coming here, it did. And we just zoomed. It was kind of crazy. That was kind of cool. Said that was a buy side liquidity pretty much from the, the stat map helped me out there too. And the 4-hour statistics of like where potential distribution could go to. And it was up all the way up here. It's hitting it now. And I saw that's like, this is a liquidity pool. So I said, okay, yeah, we are actually going to go for here. Pretty cool. Only like Some people are asking me where I got that. It's a paid indicator that takes, which is pretty cool. It does take, depending on which time frame you want to do. So I just take the 4-hour candle, and then it takes calculation look back custom 60. So it's taking the last 60 4-hour candles, and then statistically just showing you where potential manipulation is happening. Distribution, this is the 4-hour open and distribution. So you could use it for, origin or targets and things like that. I think it's pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. I kind of just use it for some confluence. Let me see here. It's by 2 degrees. It's the people that I was visiting in Florida. I mean, they're really good at coding. Any indicator you want. I should get them to make me an indicator. They're like telling me they're like, whatever you want on the chart, tell us and we'll like make it for you. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting. I don't know what it would be at the moment, but pretty cool. Anyway, link is in the description. Did I go long? Yes. I do believe markets are algorithm driven. Yeah, but I believe that there's multiple algorithms. So cool. Now we're like all the way back in this. Honestly, that was a really good trade. I'm happy with that. Called price pretty much to the T today, I think. Pretty happy. I had a good night's sleep. My electrolytes. It's a green cup. What was I saying? What was I doing right now? Okay, yeah. It's reading the chat. You guys, I need to buy a longer cable so I can show you guys. Or maybe I'll go on my laptop and show you. I have the #1 toilet on YouTube. But seriously though, like it's like a bidet there's there's like 3 types of bidet options. Motion censored, seat warmers. There's even a dryer in my toilet for after you use the bidet. It's kind of hilarious. And I'm not even joking. Like after you, I'm so used to not flushing the toilet anymore because like you stand up and just flushes for you. So when I went to Florida in the hotels, and I was like, oh yeah, gotta these manual toilets out here. Have you ever streamed with a green sweater? No, but I had like Starry Night on my sweater, and it has some green components, and it was definitely interesting. Dry on your toilet for what purpose? After you use the bidet. Once you go to a bidet, you never go back. I agree. I agree, bro. So we hit that distribution level. So I mean, I would not, and I would anticipate perhaps even a strong pullback soon. We'll see. Wouldn't be surprised if all that gets taken out, honestly. It's if you're anticipating a small day, small body candle. How big is this body right now? 180 points? This 4-hour candle. Okay, cool. I'm happy I was able to catch the Sixth Sister on ES there. So basically, you guys, I was saying this was my trade. After it closed here, it was nice. That was my trade. It's actually like a 3-point stop versus a 4-point stop. 4 to make 8. But of course, I did take a partial here as we hit the buy side on NQ. And that was nice. It's like stress-free trade actually, because it was only up. Those are the best. Are you naturally blonde or do you add the color? I'm like dirty blonde. And then I add highlights. I wasn't biased. Yeah, someone said she was neutral. Yeah, I was neutral today. I didn't really have bullish or bearish bias, which is why I did try the short here, you guys. I tried the short and then I was in it too long and then I cut it for like plus 5 points. That was good. Anticipated potential market structure shift. Then I couldn't find like a entry here. The only entry really was if you took this 1 minute inversion, which congrats if you did. And then the second entry, the possible entry was here. I just took it on ES after confirmed. And I'm just riding it up. It's pretty cool. Let's see now what. Let's ask the chat. Look at all the people leaving me after they freaking cop the win and they just leave me. Anyway. Like 800 people. They're like, okay. Although I gotta focus on the real people that stayed here. Most 2,500 people still here. Like, who banked on longs? You guys are gonna be featured on my Instagram. Instagram story. Did you bank on longs? Start poll. Here we are. It's Monday morning on stream. We caught longs. Chat did as well. We're killing it on this Monday. Let's go. You guys, someone banked on both. Wow. Here we are. It's Monday morning. We're streaming live here on YouTube, and we just banked on longs, and so did chat. My God, rocket ships. It's good. Killing it as the interesting. Let's go. Okay, let's see what else we got. So we have the 4-hour distribution there. Also, you guys, in 1 hour, we will be watching the premiere of my interview with Kane while I was in Florida. Pretty cool. Cool dude. Asked him a bunch of questions about everything from like his strategy to risk management to mindset. Like he has the largest payout from Apex, 1.8 million in one payout. That's just like one payout. Altogether, he has like 3 million in payouts from props. So pretty happy I got to sit down with him and filmed a question and answer type of thing. Someone said they caught 300 ticks in their live account. Lit. That's the best. Now you can withdraw that right away. Love that. Is he an ICT? He's like an SMC trader. All right. You know, like, what's my... You guys want to look at... Oh my god, Twitter is so funny. Okay, let's see this. Now we have 1050 macros. So honestly, he was right about best trade Mondays. You want to find like before 1030. We'll see now if the 1050 macro will even give us anything. I feel like it's going to consolidate around this level if I were a betting woman. Because we distributed to the 4-hour distribution, like statistic level. It's probably more likely that we consolidate now or reverse. So let's see. You check my chat from my assistant. Any good questions? Oh, he did. Anyone know the gray time indicator? Yeah, it's wait, are you just asking for the time? The time one is ICT kilozones and pivots, TFO. And I don't mark out any of these. You can also like mark out like shaded ranges like that. It's going to take a minute, so let me look. You can also, I don't do that. Let me see. So I just use it to show kilozone boxes was, what would it be? I don't know. Yeah, so like you could also mark out all these like sessions. I don't do that. Some people like that. I just do... Shout out to T-Trades for setting this up for me, literally. I just use it for this. You take a screenshot. It just marks out 8:30 open, midnight open, 9:30 open. All right, that was like a key thing today, right? I was watching it respect this 8:30 open. It's what made me inclined to get out of my short and think it's potentially going to, you know, stop people out of the shorts. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Let's see here. We have 1050 to 1110 macro soon. So what do you guys, let's do a little vote in the chat. Let's see. What will happen? Before I do these polls, I need to like stop sharing my own opinion, but whatever. Okay. The ES is steadily making a new high. I think you didn't yet. What is the meaning of intermediate term low? A low that should not be broken if you're bullish. It's a low that has short-term low on the left side and to the right side, or it's a low that has completely filled in an imbalance. Right? So for this one, this is an intermediate term low because there's a short-term low to the left and to the right. But then this is also one because it's completely filled in this BPR. Rebalance price completely. So it shouldn't come back to this low if we're bullish, and it didn't. And intermediate term high should get broken if you're bullish, which this is one. Right, because this high completely filled in this SIBI here. This is a decent, this would have been also a decent just buy side liquidity target. Is it also lined up with midnight open? Let's see what most people are saying. You guys are torn between what's going to happen during the 1050 macro. Interesting. You have to consider the fact that we didn't retrace 50% of this move lower at all. Failed to go lower. I think it's possible we could retrace. Well, this is a swing from, this was Friday's whole swing lower, actually. So did we retrace to that? Probably did. We already did that one, yeah. This one, it's kind of funny how it did rebalance on the way down. Honestly, I don't really have more upside targets here. I wouldn't think that Friday's high is going to get taken out today or anything, so. And according to the statistic, this 4-hour candle likely reached its range. So I'm like more inclined to think we're going to consolidate or just like slowly move a little bit lower for NQ. Kind of like the day, I would say. Let me think. I can literally tell you which day I think it will look like. October 25th. So let me go on like NQZ 2024. I want to go to October 25th. Oh, the 1 minute stops there. That's so annoying. Okay. Okay, here it is, the 2 minute. Like at open, it just completely ran up that day. And then, so you had to find some entry before then. And then at 1050 is here. Just kind of consolidated before just slowly grinding lower. It's likely going to do something like this. Then in the afternoon, it went lower because like it didn't take out any sell side. Okay, ESC 2024. You guys have ES. Man, you high, NQ didn't. I'll just tape read this. But I believe it's probably going to take a long time. Also, I'm kind of still bullish on the daily, you know, like in the 4 hour, we're bullish still. You just retrace deeply. ES hit like a breaker on the 4 hour there, right? Yeah. And we're bouncing here now. Pretty likely we continue higher in the coming days. Yeah. You guys feel like Monday might be the low of the week? Maybe. That is potential. Someone said we need a discount for what? Oh, by the way, some people are saying like the discount for My Fund of Futures doesn't work anymore. It works if you use the bank option for payment. But other than that, they're not really doing sales. Because they know that they have the cheapest option, like all included with the activation fee. What were you guys voted? You guys voted. Most people think it's going to push higher during the 1050 macro. Okay, we'll see. So if it makes a new high today, those people are right. For the deep retracement people, I would say you'd have to like retrace below midnight or something. And then consolidation is if it doesn't hit either of them. I'm more inclined to think consolidation. Look at the 3-minute now. You're so pretty. Hope you can make some money today. I already made money, but thank you. Appreciate it. Now you have like a volume imbalance here. And a fair value gap. So we'll tape read that. It did have a little break of that low. SMT. I wouldn't really know where to target that though. Maybe just for like would not know where to target that if I were in the short, which is why I'm like, I'm not gonna take that. So you're just just bullish, you know. You don't know where it's gonna stop. Retracing to. Probably just like go take it to there or something. 57. It's like a 20-point scalp or so. It's almost not really worth it then. It's like a 1-to-1 R. But let's tape read it. See, any more questions from chat? How much time do you think is reasonable time to be profitable in intraday ICT concepts? I think time is relative to everyone, and some people have more time than others, so. I think it's like just, you have to think about it like hours put in, probably. And I can't really, I don't know, to measure my screen time. Let me measure it. Let's see. Okay. 5,200 hours of work, of like screen time. But I think you could do it probably. Well, that's because to like become consistently profitable. Yeah, probably. But I don't know. You can't really measure those things. I think it's a tough question. Like if you ask, what if I said like, oh, it took me 10 years to become profitable? Would you like quit then? Because that's like too long. It took me 3 years, but like two of those years I was trading retail like VWAP, EMAs, bull flags, double bottoms without any type of concept for liquidities and like stops and take profits and such. So I was wasting my time. I didn't really have any good price targets or etc. And then I was maybe it took me like a year after studying ICT for like 1 year straight, but and like doing the work for it. You can see here it's just consolidating still. We're not making a new high of day, and we're not retracing. Still consolidating. 1050 to 1110 macro. ES making a new high of the day though. That's quite interesting. Let's see here on the 4 hour for ES. Okay. Did we retrace 50% of that? We did. Mm-hmm. I'll put on that stat map for ES. I'm kind of interested. Oh yeah, it still has more distribution up here. It could potentially go up here. I think it said like, yeah, a few more points. I think the high of the morning is probably in for NQ. Stick around. We're gonna read the chat a bit, and then also at 11:30 we're gonna head on over to the premiere of the Kane interview. It was really funny when I saw Dodgy's like, he did not tell me he was gonna do that on Twitter, by the way. I was just like, I just laughed. But I promise I did not take anyone's liquidity in Florida. Fucking crazy. Yeah, slowly grinding higher. NQ still did not make a new high, but might end up doing it now. The chat that voted more bullishness might be right. We'll see. Still no new high of day there. So far, the people have voted consolidation. Let's see if you do this. Yeah, it's hanging out in the middle of it most of the time. See, any more questions here? Yeah. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Tanya, says Jeremiah Edgar. Thanks for all the effort. You motivate all of us to get better. I'm learning how to read the tape too on the lower time frames, but with higher time frame direction in mind. I got that from you. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. I'm always thinking about the 5-minute and the 15-minute forming as I'm watching the 1-minute candles. And then if I'm watching the 15-minute candles, I'm thinking about the 4-hour forming. Right? 15-minute candles right now. The start of the 4-hour was at 10. All right, so that's already all the way down here. We did all of this. Still have not reached new high of day. ES did like twice. I mean, ES still has a potential to get up a little higher, just according to some statistical data. So it could end up being that NQ takes up the high for a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. Tesla's up 7.7%. Apple's up 1.5%. Google's up 1%. Nvidia's only down 1.3% now. It used to be down 3%. Okay, here NQ just tapped new high of day. Running higher. So no longer SMT there. So the people that voted bullish. Well, what was the actual thing? It said keep running higher, though. It technically didn't run. Oh, it says push higher. Okay. But let's see how it reacts there, right? It's just like wicking it. No displacements here. One 4-hour fair value gap, someone's saying. Which side? They were creating one, which is good. We're between now, like the bullish one, we were able to, push up from there. This bullish one, and then created this one, and then so we're going to go higher. Honestly, it's possible that Monday's the low of the week. Very possible. So you would think like the next 4-hour candle should take out this, completely invert it then, honestly. You're going to have a good day. But like, it's a Monday. What are the chances of that doing that? I don't know. We also have higher volatility lately because of because it's November post-election. 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, that's true. You could. I don't know if it'll pull all the way back there. Good. Yeah, could pull back into here before the next push higher. It's possible. Let's see. Depends on what this 15-minute candle does, honestly. I want to see if it closes above the high of day or does it wick it. So we'll see in like the next 4 minutes. What it does. It does look pretty good potential though to go higher. Feels like it's like accumulating before the next move higher, you know? Yeah, potentially does this. Pull back into here and then just goes higher. Now we have another bullish breaker. That would be like here, this mitigation block in the 15. So it could retrace here. You don't know where it's going to retrace to, so you have to be careful on the pullbacks. That's why I feel like sometimes just doing the inversion is like better. You don't know how much it's going to retrace. You can just wait. I'm not completely converted to that though. Trust me, I don't often do inversions as my entries, but I did on Friday, I did today. But I also had a fair value gap entry here today. Yeah, so we're slowly grinding higher, essentially. This seems like this 15-minute candle is going to close above this. See if ES ends up getting to this. A nice push up, honestly. Okay, so it looks very bullish today. Called the low of the day, which is good. Again, let's like measure this out. I'm just thinking about how the next 4-hour candle is going to form. It does feel as if, well, this still has 2 hours and 45 minutes left in it. Okay. Well, I honestly feel like Monday might be low of the week. So. I would then anticipate like a fast push higher, honestly. See the 15, we just closed above it. Yeah. Cool. No 5-minute fair value gaps or anything like that, but yeah, I wouldn't fight this, honestly. So, yeah, still hasn't even reached that little extension. Let's measure out some extensions here, actually, from this push lower during pre-market. 2.5 is all the way up here. 3 matches up with this. 3.5 kind of matches with midnight open there. I mean, I do think that this is the next buy side. Just thinking about further price action, like later in the week or later in the day. I don't know. Why isn't it letting me do caps lock? It's like actually annoying me. Okay. It's like I keep hitting it twice. Okay. People saying we're getting a Trump Santa Claus rally. Yeah, what is a Santa Claus rally? You have to think about that, right? If anyone has a question like that, right? So you just go to what is it called? This is what I do every time, or when I first started out. When I first started out trading, if I had a question, that's what I would do. I would just Google this, Google my question, and then I would say Investopedia, and then Santa Claus rally, Investopedia, what it is and means for investors, right? It's a sustained increase in the stock market that occurs around the Christmas holiday on December 25th. Most estimate these rallies happen in the week leading up to the Christmas holiday, while others see trends that begin Christmas Day through January 2nd. Theories that explain a Santa Claus rally include end-of-year tax considerations. What the heck? Okay. End-of-year tax considerations, a general feeling of optimism and seasonal happiness on Wall Street, investing holiday bonuses. Some institutional investors settle their books and vacation during this time of the year, leaving the market to retail, who tend to be more bullish. Okay. Yeah. So that's like what it means. It doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. But if you just hear some kind of jargon, you have a question about what that is. The historical data here. The guy who coined the term Santa Claus rally in 1972, he defined the time frame of the final 5 trading days of the year and the first 2 trading days of the following year as the dates of the rally. Those 7 days historically have shown higher stock prices 79.2% of the time. So, like, you know, all those people talking about Santa Claus rally, we're not even close to the time for that. We're still in November. Okay, I don't need that. So, here it is. When investors consider data that spans 20 years in the week leading up to December 25th, there's minimal evidence of any discernible Santa Claus rally. Based on the S&P 500, there are 13 weeks of positive return, 5 weeks with a negative return, and 2 with no change. I mean, that's still mostly positive return. So I don't know what they're saying there. 2008, obviously. Wait, that's 2018. That was like when they announced they were just increasing rates a lot during that time, I remember. Okay. Yeah. So if you have any questions about like anything, you can even just Google like market on close Investopedia. So literally we're just consolidating here. Then we're consolidating. See, let's rechat. I have a question, please. If price and uptrend, why people start thinking to sell? It's because why do you think most people are unprofitable? That's why. Not hard to think about that. Let's see what else here. We have Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up. You know what, you guys? You know what I regret? I bought from Amazon Day or whatever, Prime Day? The Roomba. I regret buying the Roomba. I do. It does look as though we're likely just gonna continue higher. Because why? It's stupid. Like, get stuck on my, like, rug. Yeah. Hi, Tanya. Gaurav, I have check out the description in the video. In the video description below, there's like a Intro to Futures webinar. So from 10:50 to 11:10, what happened? We just had like, yeah, mostly consolidation, grind higher. Yeah. I remember marking this out and saying like, we'll see how that reacts to it, and it just stayed in it too long and just grinded higher. While ES was making new highs of day. Apple's near its high of day. Forgot to ask earlier, did Tesla have deliveries like yesterday or what this morning? It's up 7%. Is that what happened? Time to close now. Lunch dump, someone says. I don't think so. Yeah. Getting a Tesla SpaceX rally is funny. Oh, Devin Grosco says, Tanya, I took the exact same trades as you today, the short and the long, and I wasn't even watching your channel. I'm learning. Congrats. I mean, that's good. That's good. Chris Fisher. LOL. Friday opening range gap is your next target. I guess so. I guess so. TV says, I don't see an evidence for the existence of any 10:50 a.m. macro. For example, today we saw 10:20 a.m. push higher, but nothing at 10:50 a.m. Well, you weren't listening to what I was saying today, even from the beginning. What did I say today? I said it's Monday. And ICT said this too. On Mondays, you want to find your entry before 10:30. So I said, actually, after we hit the buy side, why would I think that the 10:50 macro is really going to give us anything if we're still bullish? Right? I said I think it consolidated. We basically moved like how many points during that macro time? It makes sense for that to 27 points. Right? We hit the buy side already. Why would I think like the macros now we're gonna have like an extreme retracement on Monday? It's unlikely. In fact, it's like the kind of mentality that is why the price is probably going to push higher. It's people are still trying to short this. Okay. What's up, Justin? Where is he? What's up? Good morning, Justin. Can you provide all your ICT notes for you, Tanya? Castillo just put it in the chat. The 2022 model, 2022 notes. Okay. So killer day today. See any more questions here? Okay, well, we're premiering the Kane's interview in 3 minutes, so let's head on over there. I just pinned it in the chat. I'm going to put it in the description of the video too. So basically, Kane took out a 1.8 million payout from Apex, and also was like 3 million in payouts. And I met up with him and a bunch of other traders in Florida. It was fun. So I did a quick little interview with him and filmed it, and we're going to watch it here. It's in the description if you missed it in the chat, but it's also pinned in the chat. So, someone says, teaching someone trading is low-key pretty hard. I feel like they have to want it enough for it to work. Yeah, you do. See if the link works well. Yep. Okay, you guys, I'm heading over there. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.